Hello, welcome back. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Just Two Teens. I'm Calvin, and I'm here with.
Nicole.
So, as promised, we're gonna be talking about books today. Um, yup. This is one out of I think five topics that we wanted to talk about. As mentioned in our previous podcast episodes, about expanding your lore. Um, so yeah, we talked about how our journey of liking books differed from each other. I mean, for me personally, I hated reading books. Growing up, like I actually despised reading books. But in high school, I think it was during my, was it last year? Was it last year?
Yeah, it was junior year.
It was
You got
junior
into it.
year of my high school career where I wanted to read a book, and I was on call with Nicole, and we were trying to find a book for me, and as a joke, um, should I tell this? I don't even care. I decided to I decided to find a book with um with someone's name on it, and we landed on this very unique and strange book, and as a joke, I decided to read it. Like I wanted to finish the book. And you know what, it was actually my first book that I finished like completely, where I also actually liked the book. um and ever since then, I just started reading more and more books, and that's how I found my niche topic. I mean, genre topic. I don't care. Yeah, I think they're the same. Yeah,
Can I interject into
yeah,
this story?
yeah.
So I had liked reading before that, so I was really desperate to get him into reading. But I think the funniest part about him picking up this book specifically was because this whole series was like it had different like names in the title.
I know, it's
And
so funny.
yes. So the book he picked up with this specific name wasn't even the first in the series. I'm like, "Well, you gotta read the first one first." And he was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." And he just skipped it. And it was like, "Guys, have you ever did this thing called chronological order?" Like,
I think they were standalone books, so you know what? Actually, I was okay.
yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, Nicole loved reading books, before I even liked reading. So you know what? She's been an OG, and you know what? I appreciate you. I appreciate you for getting me into reading. Because I think without you forcing me, I don't think I would have been reading books at all. Like I wouldn't even have a Goodreads account. You forced me to have a Goodreads account. Like you
I
were
did.
pressing me. And now I have a Goodreads account. So, and now I'm finding my books from a girl, Chelsea. Like guys, actually, if you want to find like really good books, go to Chelsea. Like I'm gonna promote her. She's so good.
I know. I think he ended up really liking like, we found her one time on accident under one of the books I was trying to recommend him, and then she wrote this really nice, long, in-depth review, and he was like, "Okay," and
No,
then
but no, no, no.
we
It
were
was
like
really funny. It was
it was
it
really
was
funny.
so funny. That's why I liked it.
Yeah, and then we were, like, stalking for a little bit, and then, like, whatever, like, 2 months later, was it? We were just trying to find another book for you, and then we saw her again, and
Yeah, and
just
I said, you know what, that's gotta be fate, and I decided to add her on Goodreads, and she accepted my friend request, and you know what? Now I'm getting free books. Now I'm getting like book recommendations from her, and you know what? I trust her. I trust her intuition. So I think that was really nice. Like, you know what? I
yeah.
think my reading journey, like my journey to liking books, is like really strange. But honestly, that's the point. It's supposed to be strange. Like, you know what? At the end of the day, I like reading now. Um, and I read for fun, like, for the first time in my life. Like, I like, in junior year, I started reading, like, for fun,
Yeah.
and I would read in between classes. Not that I'm suggesting it, don't do that, but, like, I, like, did it when I was doing nothing in class. I would just, like, read.
Yeah, when I didn't wanna listen to my teacher, pulling out the
Ooh,
Libby.
don't do that, guys, don't do that. Um,
No, do it.
oh, no, don't do that, that is terrible.
No, I promote.
No, guys, don't listen to her, listen to me, like, trust me, guys, like, I
No,
know, I've
don't
been there.
listen.
I've been there.
No, no.
Um
Your teachers don't have anything important to say. Read your
Oh,
book.
that's insane. Now that's insane. But yeah, that's my reading journey. Obviously, like Nicole's reading journey is different. So you wanna like maybe tell our audience about your journey? Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know your journey either, but yeah. So
Okay. Well, gonna learn today. So, what you have to know to start you off, I'm gonna start you at the very beginning of what I would call my downward spiral.
mhm. Yeah,
Um,
you get into a lot of rabbit holes. I've that's like your that's like part of you at this point. Like
Thank
that's like
you.
part of your package.
Aw,
Yeah.
glad you think so. So, it all happened many moons ago. Um, when I was younger, um, younger as in not like well, okay, so you know how you're a kid and you kinda, like, watch Pokemon, and it was if you especially if you have brothers and whatever. So I watched Pokemon, Blades, and technically those are, quote, "animes."
Mhm.
So sue me for being a nerd, but I kinda grew into anime, and you know what? I watched all of One Piece, sue me. Um, and then I kinda stopped and got more into manga, then manga led me to web comics, and then web comics what led me to reading. Um, and I'm gonna tell you the first moment I got there, because I had gotten like webcomics got me used to like the stamina of just sitting there and kind of scrolling through words. If I wasn't
Mhm.
comfortable with that, I don't think I ever would have picked up a book.
Mhm.
Um, One day I was just scrolling. I don't even remember where I was scrolling, whether it was Instagram, YouTube. I don't know. I don't have TikTok. It was either of those two places. Um, I saw this girl promoting her book, and she showed her, like, her author picture, and it was, like, her in a cow costume, whatever. It was really cute, and then I saw her book, and she said her book was, like, a play on, ancient Chinese culture
Ooh.
and, Darling in the Franxx, and for anyone who doesn't know, Darling in the Franxx was an anime that I actually watched was so good I watched it in a night and then cried.
Ooh.
So I was very attracted to this idea of this book, so I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try and pick it up." Um, for context, the book's called Iron Widow. It was the start of something beautiful for me because, um, it was pretty fast paced, so
Mhm.
it kind of started me into reading, and it was good. It was really good. I don't wanna obviously spoil anything, but it was really good. I enjoyed the ride. The second book is out. Have not even gotten a chance to read it yet. Um, but I read that, and then I started getting more book talk content. So I kinda got into the old book talk a little bit, like, they both died at the end, and then I got into the inheritance games, and then I
Oh
found the love of
god.
my life. Yeah,
Oh god.
I know you hated that book. I know you hated that book. Go ahead. No, no, make your peace, make your peace. You can interrupt me. Go ahead, make your peace.
No, I'm good.
Okay. I just to let you know, I gave you the floor. Um,
I killed my time.
I yield my time to the chair.
I killed my time to the chair. I'm sorry, that's like an inside joke.
That's a Model UN joke.
Yeah, I killed my time to China.
I yield my time to China.
Yeah. Okay,
Uh,
continue.
then I found the love of my life, Assistant to the Villain. I started entering the romantasy scene. Assistant to the Villain is probably my favorite book ever. It combines the love I found for romance in office settings. Like I love me an office romance, and I love me a fantasy. I love me magic. Like, and this literally combines the two perfectly. It's like the best thing I've ever held. They are my prized possessions. If anyone ever tried to touch my Assistant to the Villain books, I would probably slaughter them. Like,
Oh!
I'm sorry.
Oh, violence, okay.
Yeah, sorry. They're mine.
Mhm.
Then, I got those and I entered the romantasy genre and then I read more YAs. So I've read a bunch. I've read the Natural series, I've read the Carnival series, I've read the first of the Encyclopedia of Fairies, if anyone knows what that is. I read the series of Shadow and Bone. Um, I have to go back to my Goodreads to kind of express all that I've read. I've for this year, my reading challenge was 25 books because I didn't have all that much faith in myself. Right now I'm at 42. So
Ooh, damn. I haven't reached my
Yay!
goal yet, so my goal is 15, and I'm like 14, I think. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna get on that. I'm gonna get on that. I think
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat it. I think I'm gonna read like 2 additional books. Like,
Yay! I mean, you have till
yeah,
December, so,
yeah, yeah. Guys, like I read a
um,
lot for. I think I read a good amount for a beginner, honestly. So
yeah.
go me.
I didn't reach my book goal my first year either. I think my
Ooh,
book goal was, like, 20 and I got 18.
I'm doing better than you.
So,
I'm gonna say, but I mean, you were trying to read more. I only have 15, so
no, I mean, honestly, I think you could do it. I have full faith in you.
yeah.
You're very dedicated.
No, yeah, if I really like a book, I will finish that in 2 days. In 2 days, I really like it.
Yeah. I feel like that's
I've already found, like, my babies, like, oh my
yeah.
god, I need to see those books in movie form, I'm not even kidding. Actually, speaking of movies, I actually wanna talk about, I think I wanted to relate, my reading journey and, movies at the same time before I forget. So, like,
You can do it.
during my, like, really big, like, reading journey, I also, like, started getting into movies. I think this was prior to, like, me getting into books, cause that happened, like, in the middle of the school year, like, during, like, junior year, but, like, my obsession with movies, like, occurred, I think the summer of junior year. Wait, no, the summer of sophomore year, um, where I just, like, started, like, watching tons of movies. Like, you know this, Nicole, like, I do you remember, like, I watched, like, almost 100 movies.
Yeah,
Like,
you
that's
would watch, like, 2
crazy.
movies a night sometimes.
Yeah, I almost watched like 100 movies. I spent like the entire summer just watching movies, um, in a specific genre. I think it was romance. And like
And
I
then
just
every
had like
morning I
this.
get a report.
Yeah, I had like a obsession with like romance movies. They were so good. They were so peak. I wanted to like watch all of them. Um, and I don't even know where it came from. I think it was because I think no, it was because I watched Heartstopper, and then after that, I kept on watching Heartstopper over and over and over again, and
Yeah,
then it got to a point where I said, you know what, like I need to like branch out, and I
you
think that's where
could.
like all my movie like obsession came from. I just started like watching tons of movies, and I think it was from Likewise, specific. Yeah, I think you recommended that.
Oh, yeah, I gave you likewise,
Yeah.
yeah.
I I remember vividly, I, like, sent out a post about, like, movie recommendations, and it had, like, over 1,000 views with, like, people, like, from all over the world literally pouring in and, like, giving I mean, movie recommendation, and it was so good. And my goal
Mm.
was, like, watching all of, the movies that was, recommended to me, and yeah, that's how we got to, like, almost 100 movies being watched by me.
Yeah, likewise is a really great app for book recommendations, movie recommendations, and I think they actually also do podcasts, funny enough.
Oh,
Um,
actually
yeah,
Oh, should we promote our podcast? That's crazy.
one step at a time. Let's not have our full
Yeah,
circle
what's
moment just yet.
but yeah, I just wanted to share that, like, little story because, like, the same with, like, books, like, I feel like it doesn't matter how you, like, got your obsession or, like, how you started. I think what matters is, like, you started and, like, you're
Yeah,
continuing it
yeah.
because of, like, my obsession and addiction with like watching movies like that summer, I like actually want to pursue like acting. So honestly, like actually like don't constrain yourself. I think you should just like let go and like if you like something, like be obsessed. Like don't be afraid of what anyone thinks because like honestly, like I I like make fun of Nicole, but you know, I make fun of
Okay.
you. I make fun of you for reading books, but like you're still obsessed with reading books and you're still doing you. And honestly, like I feel like if someone like made fun of me, I honestly, if someone made fun of me and if I was insecure, if I had given up like watching movies and stuff like that, I don't think I would have like pursued acting as hard as I am like now. So, honestly, like I think like if you like something, do it. Do it.
And honestly, do what you love, like, I feel like some people will flame people for reading or reading certain genres, but don't. because you don't need, like, a bully Calvin in your life to tell you what you should and should not be doing.
Well, I'm gonna actually I'm gonna defend myself here. I'm gonna defend my honor and my ego here.
Don't bother.
Like, unlike me, those bullies, like, they bully with, like, malicious intent. I bully with humor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? No, yeah, yeah. Like, if anyone, like, is bullying you for whatever you're doing, like, they're sad. They are sad.
Yeah, they don't love anything like you'd love it you love what you love.
Exactly, I think they're insecure. They're definitely projecting. They probably, like, also got made fun of for reading or whatever they they did or had a strange obsession with. So, honestly, like, just think like that. Like, if the loser is bullying you, they were probably losers, and you know what? They're still
Yeah.
losers. So, loser before and loser now. Loser inside and loser out.
I think can I expand on this? Because as I'm a big member in the reading community, and I've seen, like, people who exclusively read, like, YA, like, flame
Mhm.
people who read spicy books. I don't think that's right.
Ooh, yeah, that's not right. Cause like I like read okay, so same with movies, right? I watch tons of romance movies. I still like watch movies, but not as
Mhm.
like hardcore as before because school started and stuff like that. But like I mainly read romance books because like they bring me joy. They're like entertaining and I think
You're
they
a big fan of
uh,
emotional development.
yeah. I think I like it because it's so emotionally like driven, like everything in and that is, like, so it makes you feel,
Mm.
um, and I think that's why I like reading those books. And you know what? Like, spicy or not, like, it's good, and I don't think you should be judging, like you said.
Yeah. I think telling people what like, shaming people for what they read is just a little bitter for no reason, because, I mean, just because I can't handle a dark romance doesn't mean I'm gonna flame people for reading dark romance, like, you love what you love, and at the end of the day, it's fiction, and you should enjoy it.
Exactly, and if you do that, I think you are a very sad, like, human being.
Yeah. We all know they're hiding their hyperfixations, like, they have a deep, dark
Exactly.
secret that they're hiding.
Exactly. And yeah, like, honestly, yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think beyond just, like, books, I think just having a hyper fixation on like anything is good and I don't think you should be judged for that like if you're like hyper fixated like for like a cause that you're like really like
Mhm.
passionate about, I think you should go for it. Like don't let anyone stop you for that.
Yeah. I like to second that. I mean, as
Bro,
long I
I
don't
got
think
that out. Like from
Wait, did
like
you
from yeah, like from doing like what you like love because at the end of the day, like it's your life
Mhm.
at the end of the day and like honestly, if you only have one shot at it, why would you let anyone stop you from like doing what you love?
Well said, well said.
Yeah.
I wanna expand on that because I don't think I mean, I do support doing what you love. I just don't think my one complaint about doing what you like, you should be more than what you love, though. Like, don't make that one thing your entire personality. Let it complement your existing personality.
Okay, yeah, good point. Good point. I agree. I agree.
Like, I love to read, but it's not the only thing I do, and I think it's important that people understand the deeper complexity of who I
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
sorry. Let
no,
me put
you're
that
good.
away.
No, you're good. I agree with that. I think again, I think with food, I think everything needs to be in moderation. Same, and that goes for
Mhm.
hyperfixations because if that's your whole personality, then like you just become like it's like excessive.
One-sided.
Yeah, it becomes excessive, and no one wants that. Um, it should like help you, not do anything but help you.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you don't wanna be, like, considered, like, an NPC that only has, like, one personality setting.
Yeah, exactly.
Be
Because
the
then you become
chameleon.
really shallow. There's, like,
Yeah.
nothing deeper than just, like, I guess you liking books.
Yeah. But
And
like books.
yeah, I think and you know what? This leads to a more, like, complex, discussion, like, I think to build, like, depth, like, you can have a hyperfixation, but I think what builds depth is, like, maybe the genre you read, your
Or
niche.
how you connect it to your other interests.
Yeah. I think to prevent yourself from, being too shallow is just it's just you, like, building more, like, depth
Mhm.
in something you like to do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like, you
Guys,
should
talk.
figure out what aspects of like, let's say if I like to read again, like, what aspects I like of reading or what I'm reading connect to other things that I do and like and enjoy and, or what they might connect to and other things I haven't tried yet, and therefore I should go for.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I'm, like, stuttering so much, but, like,
It's
guys,
okay.
it's like yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm, like, stuttering so bad. Um, I just think, like, just, like, getting these thoughts out is just kinda hard.
It's considering we're on the topic of feeling deep, is there because we're talking about reading, is there one book you've read recently in the past year, whatever, that really, like, struck some chords with you, like,
Oh,
that you're carrying
yes,
right now?
actually, yes. There was this one book, um, it was romance, of course.
Mhm,
I think this is, like, one of the most, like, provocative. I think it was, like, the
mhm.
best book I've ever read. Like, it was a it was a hidden gem. A gem. Oh my god! Oh my god. It it was a it was a hidden gem, like, I don't know how I found it, but, it was so good. Like, the whole premise of the book was, like, these 2, college students, who goes to the same school. Um, wait, actually backtrack. I, like, read this, like, months ago, so, like, I'm, like, trying to remember.
Collect.
Um, but it was these 2 protagonists that met in France. I forgot how they met, but they met in France, and they started, like they had, like, this, like, relationship, like, this situationship going on between them. But
Mhm,
then, they had to leave France, and so then they went back to college, and, um, these 2 characters actually meet each other there. But before that happened, one of the protagonists actually just kind of cut the other person loose. Like, they said, like, "I can't do this, blah, blah, blah." And so they were basically going to college, and they actually had one class together. And you know what? Like, one of the protagonists, hates the other person. He literally hated the other person. He was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And so the whole book was just kind of like that. It was kind of enemies to lovers. I don't think I'm describing this book well, but but stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Basically, at the end of the book, they resolve the conflict through, like, tons of crying and a really, like, hard journey. Like, the love was, like, hard earned. Um and the author really, like, made it, like, hard to earn it through, like, all the tears, like, the gut-wrenching, like, dialogues. And, at the end of the book, like, I was satisfied, like, it was 5 stars for me. Um, they, like, got back together, and resolved the conflict. Um,
mhm.
and it just, like, it was so evocative and, like, it just, like, I think I teared up, I think, which is really funny because I made fun of you for crying,
He made fun of me for crying at my
and I
books.
experienced it. I mean, I didn't full on, like, sob, but, like, I teared up a little bit, so and I
Yeah,
did
you should
feel,
start full
like,
on stopping.
when I, like, read, like, books that are, like, really, really emotional, especially for the dialogues, like, they I physically feel them. Like, I usually feel, like, my arms hurting, like, only, like, one side, though. Like, I would feel, like, my arms kind of, like, having this, like, stinging pain, and, like, my heart would also have a stinging pain, so that's how I know.
Oh.
I know, like, ooh, it's, like, actually struck me both, like, emotionally and physically, so
I feel like I mean, obviously, there are a lot of again, read a lot of fantasy, romance, and some of them have been really impactful, but I think maybe it's just because I read this one relatively recently, but my one olive branch I read this year, the one thing I read that was the most different like, I had never read a memoir before this. This was my first, I don't know, it'll be my last memoir, but I read Jeanette McCartney's "I'm Glad My Mom Died," um, and it was wow. I mean, obviously, you knew she was gonna explore, her relationship with Nickelodeon and being on iCarly and being on Sam and Cat. Like, you that was a given. You kinda already knew that. But when she dives into her complex relationship with her mom and, her journey of realizing regardless of how much she loved her mom, how much her mom negatively impacted her relationships, her mental health, and her again, just to be more specific, her relationship with food, how she went from being more of an anorexic to being an overeater to then not overeater, what's the word? Binge eating, and
Mhm.
then bulimia, and then going to therapy, and then her therapist trying to unpack what her relationship with her mother, and now then she ghosted that therapist because she wasn't ready for the therapist to touch the existence or the pedestal she had put her mother on, and it just felt there was so much emotion that and so much genuine, like, feeling, um,
It was like
and
a
especially
it was like a emotional roller coaster, right?
yeah, especially because I mean, I was reading it for a while, like, but then I don't know, we went on that trip, um, that school trip, and I had actually lost my loan on it on Libby. My bad, I let
Oh.
it expire. Um, but I was able to snag the audiobook so I could finish it. So I was listening to the audiobook and it was her reading it. It wasn't like a random voice. It was her. And it honestly made it
Oh.
so much more impactful hearing it from
Oh.
her.
Wait, I should try audiobook now.
Yeah, try an audiobook,
Wait,
especially
I
if it's a
should.
memoir, 'cause then,
Yeah.
like, they're telling their story, like, oh my
Mhm.
god. I literally was, like, trying not to cry on the bus
Yeah,
home.
I think that adds to it definitely, 'cause, like, the tone and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
It was
and
also
actually,
real for her.
I think the book that I read was so, like, powerful. It was because it was also like a emotional roller coaster.
Mm,
It was also, like, kind of relatable. Like, I think it
mhm,
was relatable because it was universal. Like, it was like a universal experience where everyone kind of gets it, you know?
mhm. Do you
Just
wanna
have
drop the book title?
no. I'm gonna gatekeep it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, I'm a gatekeeper by heart. Um, but yeah, honestly, like, books are good. Books are good for you.
Yeah. I
If
mean,
we're,
find what
like
you love.
yeah, like, honestly, like, I think I told you this already, but I think books are powerful because they teach you things without you actually experiencing, um, like, situations at hand.
Mm,
And I think, again, it's like knowledge is power because, like, you gain it without experience. Because usually, like, to learn a lesson, you usually have to go through experiences to learn it. You have to
mhm,
experience it firsthand to actually learn the lesson, but with reading, you can avoid that. And I think that's why reading is so powerful. I think that's why
mhm,
everyone should open a book. And honestly, like, it doesn't matter what you're reading. What matters is, like, if you like it or not. You know, if you like what you're reading, because
yeah.
you can take anything away from books, honestly. So,
I think I read a quote one time, I don't remember I think I read it, like, when you're entering Goodreads, like, on the app, like, they'll flash you quotes while it's loading. I think it was one of those quotes, so I don't know who said it,
mhm.
but it said something along the lines of, "Reading is the only way to live 1,000 lives in your one,"
Oh
and I think
yeah, yeah. That's a good saying. That's a good saying.
yeah, I think it's true. I mean, because you can only learn more by understanding, and if a book puts you in someone else's shoes, then that's the
Yeah.
closest you can get to another life, my opinion.
Exactly. You get to live through someone else without actually living another life.
I mean, it's beautiful.
It is. It is. And I think a lot of people just think reading is reading, but if you think about it, like, it's not. It's
Mhm.
deeper than that.
Yeah.
That's like the beauty of reading. And honestly, I think I appreciate reading a little bit more after now thinking about it deeper.
Pick up a book. Pick up any book, a fiction book, a romance book, a history book. A romantic
Yeah,
book, a
actually,
fantasy book,
yeah, yeah, pick up anything. Pick up
a memoir,
anything.
my
Yeah,
biography.
exactly. Pick up the books with the who is.
Who was?
I hated those books. Oh my
Those
god.
covers were so ugly.
Yeah, we found one in like Five Below, and it was like
It was
it was like
$5.
the cheap version of the actual book, I'm pretty sure. Because I was like, why does it look even uglier?
Also,
It's
she
like
was skinny.
I know all of them are like these like famous figures with like
Mhm.
really big heads. Like they look like
Yeah.
bobbleheads. It's so bad.
Yeah, and I think that one or maybe it wasn't because I don't know why every time I go to Fly Below, there's like 3,000 different kinds of Taylor Swift books. Guys,
Yeah, I think everybody and their mama knows Taylor Swift at this point. Like we don't need to.
we don't need to rehash her journey again and again and again in different books.
Exactly.
Like, guys, she could have 1 picture book. That's it. That's enough. All these other
Exactly.
pop stars don't got picture books, so settle.
Exactly.
Actually, that's not true. I think I saw one for Harry Styles, but that's not the
Ooh.
point.
I remember I read one for I think Bill Gates.
Did you? Well, I mean, he's like a CEO,
Yeah,
so it's a little different. Like, he's not a pop star. He's like a businessman.
a businessman. Yeah.
Yeah, businessman.
Um, but yeah, do you have any I think we
Oh, wait,
again, I think
I
we
actually do have 2 final
yeah, go
thoughts.
ahead. Go ahead.
Don't you dare let anyone tell you that reading a comic book or a webcomic or, audiobooks aren't reading. They are reading. I don't care what society says, they are reading because 'cause we're still
That
getting all that knowledge from picking up them words, so it's reading. I don't care.
that's so funny because we're actually on a comic unit for English. So
Yeah. Yeah, and it's reading. It's reading, I don't care. People say it's not reading, it is.
I'm pretty sure she said it is reading.
Yeah, she said it was reading. Our English
Yeah.
teacher said that comic books are reading, so
Yeah,
it's
because
reading.
it actually gets you to think if you want to think. So
Yeah, you just
yeah.
if you open your mind to thinking, that's basically reading.
Yeah, exactly. That's reading right
Yeah.
there.
Mhm.
I think we covered a lot this
Yeah.
episode again. So
Yeah.
another successful episode, honestly.
Woo! And if you want us to
Yay,
talk
guys.
more about reading, because I feel like that is something we can talk more about.
Yeah, we can. We can talk more about this, honestly.
Yeah, this is like a
So
extendable topic, but it's so if you want more,
leave it in the comments again.
yeah,
Um,
we'll
and
do
like
reading part 2.
yeah, and like our previous episode, we're gonna promote our socials. So again,
Yeah.
you can find us in our link tree. But to find our link tree, our Instagram is like just two teens, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just two teens with two underscores. And through there you can find our link tree. And in our link tree, we're on Twitter, um, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. All the main socials. So yeah. Do you have any final words?
I have a final comment for you, actually,
Yeah, what's your final comment?
just for you. We were actually listening to the Super Egg album at the same time during this podcast.
The what? The super egg?
Super Ache album at the same time.
Oh, hold on. What is that?
The Conan Gray album. You were listening to, Family Line, I think.
Yay! Twin.
Yay.
It's win. I think we should make a podcast about music next.
Can we?
Yeah, that's gonna be our next.
Yay.
Cause literally music is life.
Okay.
But again, that's another topic for another day. And with that, it's Calvin and
Nicole.
out. Peace.
Bye.